All right, y'all, part 92. So, the lady name is Carolyn. She ended up marrying my Uncle Elson. So, while we at the house hustling and shit, she looking across the street at Elton, admiring Elton, wishing that she could have Elton. And I'm like, shit, he single till he shoot your shot. Shoot your damn shot. And then at this time, Elton had done quit smoking himself. He had done quit smoking. He had sound in his car. He was dressing like he was young and shit. He was dressed like he was young. He was going through a middle life crisis. You know how they be saying a man's be going through that. My Uncle Elton was going through one. So Auntie Karen liked this shit. She was jacking his style. She liked everything about him. She really was slick in love with him already. And they wasn't even talking or nothing. She just was looking and admiring him. I think she didn't have enough confidence because she was smoking and shit. But I kept telling her that's her man. That's your man, Auntie Karen. That's it. Nah, I used to call her Titi. I ain't even know what the fuck her name was. At that time, I ain't even know her name was Carolyn. All the smoker ladies, I call them my Titi. I just loved on them. You know. I gave them all the smoke they wanted to smoke. So they didn't have to do no extra shit they ain't had no business. I used to hate to see like a lady that's with the addiction, you know, like doing wild shit for the habit. I hated that shit. I hated it. But anyway, I made sure the ones that was cool with me wasn't doing no extra shit. I had a TT before her, and she had done quit fucking with me. She was smoking. She used to trick off to get hers or whatever, and I ain't like that. So I cuffed her, you know, and failed her and stuff like that. So she didn't have to do none of that. So she started bringing, you know, the men's that had their paychecks and stuff. That house was a shotgun house. You had the living room, you had my room to the, when you go in the door to the left, and then you had the center room. Then they had a room, the next room was the kitchen and the back room. I made the back room like a party room for the smokers. I had a bar back there. I kept the bar filled up because Marie used to steal fifths of liquor from the grocery store. You know, in New Orleans, they don't have no liquor stores. All the grocery stores have a liquor aisle. All the goddamn drug stores have a liquor aisle. Every store is the liquor store. So Marie, thieving ass, used to keep my bar filled up with liquor. The liquor was free for the smokers when they spend their checks, smoke in the back, all you could drink. So what they made it do was, for the first checks, all the smokers come there, they go in the back room, and they could smoke, socialize, play dominoes. It was like a boom boom room for the smokers. Yeah, I market very well. I always strategize. And whatever business it is, it's gonna run like a ship. It's gonna be ran to perfection. I don't give a fuck what it is. So, you know, as a dealer, I, you know, had it going on with that setup. The people would come with their entire check, and they would leave on me until the next pay, until the next month, when they get their disability or whatever. And that was fine. You ain't going over $200, you fine. Except Marie entitled rock smoking ass. This bitch tab got up to $600. But anyway, I digress. That was the setup, and whatever house lady I have, help facilitate the situation. So, and take care of my child and all that. So, Karen really had the best life you could have being an addict. But, like I said, being around me make the people want to be normal. She fell in love with my uncle, and Hurricane Katrina happened. So, but Katrina, as you know, is August 28th, the end of the month. Ellen get a check, Rose get a check, Joseph get a check. Everybody get a check on the 1st. So needless to say, we all have to leave. Nobody have no money. Yeah, none of y'all. I, being the drug dealer, had to skin down to everybody, Elton, Rose, all the people who get a check, and they didn't have no funds to leave. Lee was around. He ain't give nobody a motherfucking dime. My dad, Irvin, is the only other person in my circle, because Lee and Stephanie and them, they was with us, but they're not a part of us. I'm going to explain later, probably in 93 and all that, 94. How they separate from us. They completely didn't give a fuck about nothing that happened pertaining to all of his elders, including his mother and his father. Gave zero fucks. Okay, so for us to leave, the people gets a check. They didn't have a goddamn dime. They're a couple of days from receiving their checks. Everybody who get a check the week before getting a check, they completely, absolutely broke. I hope y'all understand that. Me being the drug dealer, I'm able to skin down in a circle. Yeah, me, by myself. So we all load up in the cars. Now, before we load up, ain't to Cali. I'm like, Titi, what you gonna do for this storm? I don't know. I don't talk to any of my family. They don't fuck with me because of what I do. I said, I see you been here for months and don't nobody come see you or nothing. She like, yeah, they don't fuck with me like that because, I do what I do. I said, well, look, I'm not leaving you here. I'm not leaving you here and I come back and something happened to you and all that. That's gonna fuck with me. I'm not leaving you here. You coming with me. She was shocked, surprised. I guess she felt loved or whatever, cared for. Yeah, I'm not leaving you here. I'm not. You coming with us. So, we all follow each other. The only reservations, I guess, Lee them did it, was the Red Roof Inn in Smyrna, Georgia, off of Windy Hill. Okay. As you know, the entire city trying to run. So all the states surrounding Louisiana, they didn't have no reservations. So that was the only reservations that anybody could find. So we shooting to Atlanta. In line, 18 hours. The storm coming up behind us. You could look back and see the blackness and see that it's coming. We stuck on the expressway. We hit take Chef all the way down so we couldn't take it no more. Then had to jump back on the expressway where Miss you at and fucking stuck on the highway. I got my daddy. I'm in my daddy van driving his lifting van. I look, ain't nobody on the shoulder. Bam, I hit the shoulder. Bitch, I got my parents. Ain't finna do this. Ain't finna be fucked up on the highway. I hit the shoulder. Everybody trail behind me. Boom, we rolling up at this bitch on the shoulder. We was down there to, which way we had went? Up Alabama? Yeah, we went Alabama way. Through Hammond and shit. We didn't take the Gulf Coast to Mobile, I don't think. Yeah, we had went to